Everybody knows The Simpsons. It's literally one of the longest-running series in the United States. But beyond the satire, the chaos, and the dysfunctional family with their crazy adventures, there is a dark secret. For many years, The Simpsons seem to have dropped predictions and prophecies that have proven to be very accurate. From the predictions of the 2020 COVID-19 outbreak to the rise of Kamala Harris as the first black female vice president, The Simpsons have operated on an unprecedented level of accuracy. So, what do they have to say about the year 2024? Get ready to be amazed as we examine 10 shocking predictions that The Simpsons have predicted for 2024. Number 10. Trump's 2024 presidential ambition. And their most dramatic one yet would be the prediction of Trump's 2024 presidential ambition.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
On Tuesday, November 15th, 2022, the former President of the United States, Donald Trump, arguably one of the most controversial the country has ever seen, depending on whose side you're on, decided it was time to reclaim the throne. He lost 2021, but just as I promised, I am your voice. That was when the screenwriter for the series, Al Jean, decided it was their time to shine again. Sharing a scene from a 2015 episode of the animated series, Mr. Jean showed the world that somehow they had predicted this way before Trump ever declared his intentions. In the 2015 episode titled Bart to the Future, Homer Simpson can be seen as he seems to fly past a sign in the background which read, "Trump. Coincidence?" This was even before Trump was ever president, so this revelation has been driving everyone crazy online. But as crazy as this prediction is, this next one takes it to another level. Number 9. AI robots take over. Apart from the wild antics of the characters in this show, and the fact that The Simpsons is a really good series, which depends entirely on your preference, one major thing that has made it a fan favorite is the seemingly accurate predictions. This one is even stranger than the first. Although the show is reputed for predicting the advent of many innovative technological gadgets, you will agree that this one is too accurate to be more than just a coincidence. Let us take you on a journey back to episode 17 of the series 23. In this episode, there's a scene where Homer lost his job due to the fact that his employer replaced all the human employees with robots. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the future masters of the human race. Sounds familiar?
You fool! He's a robot!
Well, considering the astronomical strides that have been made in robotics and the development of artificial intelligence, could it be possible that in the near future, maybe even 2024, humans will begin to lose their jobs to artificially intelligent robots?
You will train them, and they will replace you.
Now, you've probably heard of robots serving as waiters in Japan and all around the world. Is this the end of human labor as we know it? Or are we all just panicking too much about the threat of a robotic takeover? Hopefully this never happens, but in case it does, The Simpsons will be glad to tell the world we told you so. Number 8. Mars Takeover. This next one is actually very freakish and will have you wondering if the scripts for this series were written by aliens or something. Because the resemblance to real-life events is absolutely uncanny. In case you don't believe it, let us take you to episode 6 of season 27 of the series. In this episode, Lisa learns that the government was looking for volunteers who were willing to sign up for a migration to Mars.
And become the first residents of another world. Will you be one of them?
She volunteered, and so did the rest of the family. The rest of the episode had them going on some wacky, crazy adventures, but at the end of the day, their vehicle refused to start and they ended up going nowhere. But that's not the end. This eerie episode ends with a glimpse into the year 2051, where Marge and Lisa were now living on Mars. If this doesn't sound like anything you've heard in recent times, then you may have been living under a rock. Everybody knows about Elon Musk's plans to colonize the Red Planet.
I'm in charge of the whole Mars colonization project.
He has been going on and on about it for years, and even established his own private space exploration company for that sole purpose. Number 7. Virtual reality food. Yes, you heard that, right? Strange. As it seems, there is an episode of The Simpsons where the characters feast on a delicacy of digital food. How is this possible, you ask? See for yourself in this spectacular episode, which features a scene where Homer and Marge can be seen feeding virtual fudge through a straw on the back of their virtual reality headsets. While this remains one of the wildest predictions made in this show, there might be a little element of reality to it. Allow us to introduce you to Arrow Banquets RMX, a culinary experience like you've never had before. Forget the fine dining of luxurious, exclusive, fancy restaurants and explore what it would feel like to dine in the digital world. Number 6. Baby Translator. Would you like to know exactly what your little infant or toddler needs whenever they go on a crying spree? But why did The Simpsons seem to have known about this invention way before we did? Also, what exactly is a baby translator? Well, it is exactly what the name says.
My baby translator. Lavish attention on me and entertain me.
Maggie, you talk!
In episode 24 of the 3rd season of the series titled, Brother, Can You Spare 2 Dimes?, Herb Powell, Homer's half-brother, invents this magical device that could translate baby talk into actual speech. Pretty fascinating, right? But could such a device be replicated in the real world? Or is it just a fantastic idea that would never materialize? For most of you saying no, it can never be made into a real device. Want. When they cry, do they need comfort? Are they hungry, or do they just want you to get your ugly uncle off their faces? You will be able to accurately determine what exactly your baby wants in a very near future, maybe even 2023. Now the big question is, did art imitate life or did life imitate art? We'll leave that for you to decide. Number 5. Female presidency. In the episode Back to the Future, Lisa becomes the first female president of the United States of America.
Yes, I am proud to be America's first straight female president.
In the episode, the country had gone broke due to the terrible financial decisions made by the fictional President Trump, and Lisa had to bring a tax hike to straighten things out a little. But with the 2024 elections coming up, maybe the Simpsons are ready to strike again. Many people claim that this one in particular has already been fulfilled, following the advent of Kamala Harris as the first black female vice president of the United States. But could we take it a step further? Could we be looking at the possibility of having a woman in the Oval Office? Number 4. Black hole. We travel back to the 24th season of this show, and this time around, we're looking at the 2nd episode, which aired on March 24, 2013, titled Treehouse of Horror 23. This episode follows the adventure of this dysfunctional family as they try to escape the wrath of a mysterious black hole which threatens to swallow the entire Springfield into a world of darkness. Darkness and nothingness. After accidentally creating this terrifying cosmic demon, Lisa takes it home to keep everyone safe from it. But as you already know, whenever the Simpsons are involved, chaos most definitely ensues. At the end of the day, the black hole eventually sucked all of Springfield, leaving Maggie alone in the ruined town. Now, while this is most definitely a work of fiction, many are worried that we could be on the edge of a catastrophic natural event, the likes of which our world has never experienced before. Number 3. Hovercars of the Future. In episode 15 of season 16 of The Simpsons, titled Future Drama, Bart and Lisa see the future of the family, and what they saw was truly astonishing. In this supposed future, Homer and Bart travel around in style as they cruise through the streets in their hovercars. With no tires, these bad boys can go anywhere, and the reference is a play on a technology that has been in research and development for many years. But could 2024 be the year we finally get to see the hover car? Before you dismiss this idea as wishful thinking, consider this. Number 2. Hologram technology. These days, technology is moving at such a fast pace, most of us can't keep up. But The Simpsons, they're miles ahead of us. In one of these episodes, Bart takes a look into the future through one of Professor Frink's thingamajig, and what he saw might just be a prophecy of things to come. Hologram for Bart Simpson. In this supposed future, a deadbeat Bart receives a hologram message inviting his band to a gig at the club.
Hey Dingus, your band can play at my club tonight.
But how did The Simpsons develop the idea of the widespread use of the hologram technology? And could 2024 be the year when holograms become as commonplace as the cell phone? Maybe that's a huge leap, but you get the idea. As it stands now, the world has already been blessed with a fancy technology known as the DreamHack HD3 holograms. This fascinating three-sided holographic display case can show a 3D image of anyone and anything from anywhere in the world. Number 1. Ivanka Trump's presidency. Are the writers of The Simpsons obsessed with Donald Trump and his family? Before you answer this, consider the fact that in an episode of the series, which aired in October 2016, the writers dropped a subtle hint, suggesting that Ivanka Trump, the daughter of the former US President Donald Trump, would run for president. In this episode, Homer Simpson can be seen wearing a badge that said Ivanka 2028. Could this be another accurate prediction made by this series? Although Ivanka Trump has solidified her status as an imposing figure in the political landscape of the United States, is the possibility of a presidency feasible? But that wasn't the first time Ivanka made an appearance on the show. At least her character did. She was also featured in a 2017 episode where she replaced Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the Supreme Court while modeling a robe and earrings from her collection. Would an Ivanka Trump run for presidency come as a shock to you?